All right, guys, we are about to take a step into the trenches, and I know you're probably like, what trenches are you talking about? The self-editing trenches. Okay, I have to edit my own book. Hi, my name is Briyanna Michelle. I am an indie romance author, and welcome to my channel. Today is July 8th, and child, I woke up late this morning. And I hopped out of bed, and I had to get ready for work. But it's fine because I made it with a little time to spare to get a little writing done. But I got a message from one of my beta readers, Latoya, and she sent me her feedback for the book. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. So she says, "Hey boo, just finished the book and I absolutely enjoyed it from start to finish. I enjoyed the epilogue. I was wondering what happened to Stefan, so it was good to see an update on him. I'm glad that he got... I love the ending. Now I want to see more from them. I want to see how Grayson and Camille navigate married life." So, yes, Maybe I Need You is coming soon. It is finished. I'm just waiting for my other two beta readers to give me their feedback. Hopefully they give it to me today, because I'm gonna go and read it, make my developmental edits if I have any, and then I'm going to send it over to my editor so that way we can just get it together, you know? So I'm very happy about that. And I mean, this is, you know, she read the book. My beta readers, I gave them the story, 10 chapters at a time, I believe. So they were able to go in and read it and give me, you know, like, okay, I want to know what happened to this person, or I think this needs to be a little bit more, or whatever. I initially wanted this to be a rom-com, but these people, they're just not funny. They're not funny. So it can't be a rom-com if the characters aren't funny. So, you know, that's like what I wanted, but it's not. They're not giving humor, okay? They're not giving hee hee ha ha, cracking up, rolling on the floor laughing, because they're just not funny. But it is okay. So I'm gonna actually do a little reading vlog. I am in my car about to actually clock into my 9 to 5, but I haven't about 40 minutes before I have to clock in, or I lied, I have 38 minutes technically. So I'm going to do my first round of developmental edits. I believe I write on Microsoft Word on my phone. I know some people do, I know some people don't, but I also have a I don't always want to lug my laptop around, so I have this Jellycomb keyboard that I have had for a few years. It's wireless. The battery lasts forever. Like, I use it every day, and I probably charge it like every 4 months. So I love it now so much. And then my iPad. All right, so the document it's 27,000 words. I don't know how many pages that's going to be once I like cut it and chop it down, but right now it's 37. So I am happy about that. I have a playlist. I'm gonna add some more songs to the playlist because I know my readers enjoy when I have a playlist on in my books. So I have about maybe 5 songs on the playlist. It's a novella, so I'll probably add like 2 more songs, and we're just gonna keep it pushing. I also want to do a prologue because I have not done a prologue. I typically use my prologues, well, it depends on the story. Like, sometimes, okay, I'm lying. Sometimes for my more like emotional stories, the prologues is when I kind of just like, you know, get a little deep with my readers and kind of just like, I don't know, I just like to get a little deep in my prologue. But this is a sports romance, so it really may not require me to get deep. I don't know, I gotta see it. I usually write the prologue last. So as like, you know, backwards as that is, I write my prologue last. So I am just going to get this done. My characters are Grayson Matthews and Camille Summers. So they are, Grayson is a soccer player for the Slatesville Strikers, which is, you know, the soccer teams that I made up in my imaginary town. I really love world building, and so I have 3 different locations in my universe for my romance books. One location is Slatesville, New York, Holly Hills, PA. The third location is, okay, so the third location is actually a real place, and I'm kind of mad about that because I did not know it was a real place. So what I think I'm going to do is go back and edit it. So I mentioned this place very briefly in one of my novellas. What is it called? I think it's like Winfield, North Carolina, but that's actually like a town in North Carolina. I don't have time to put like the exact, like, I'm not ever going to write a story that the characters are in New York, because the people who live in New York, I don't. The people who live in New York, they're gonna be like, oh, this is not here and this is not there. Like, it's fiction, right? So I find it easier to just make up my own towns because I just don't have time for the drama that comes with you not being accurate enough, you know, like, and yeah, so I don't have time for that. I also want to show you guys some character inspiration for these characters. So I think I could possibly show you guys on my iPad, or I can show you, you know what, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Why not? So you know what, let's do that first. So this is Grayson. He is a soccer player. He's a triplet, and he is the fraternal triplet, right? He's the fraternal triplet, and then his other 2 brothers they're identical. So they look different, but this is him. He is super cute. He's black. You know, he has tattoos. He has a nice smile. Also, I don't own the rights to these pictures on Pinterest. I know that there's been a lot of conversation like on Threads, and you know, authors like going to Pinterest and using other people's pictures. I think that once you acknowledge that you don't have, you know, like, you acknowledge like, hey, I don't have the rights to these pictures, I think it's okay. I'm not using any of these people on covers or anything like that. I don't use them on covers. It's just inspiration. And it's funny because the model for my for the character for Finding My Way to You, I actually followed him on Instagram, and I like I reposted one of his pictures that he like had just posted. I reposted it on my story. It was like, this is the inspiration for Kendrick's whatever, and he saw it. He didn't say that. He didn't say nothing. So I said, okay, bro, all right. He didn't say nothing, but I was like, okay, sir, sorry, I kind of forgot that you were right here, like. But he's a model, so I'm sure that he's used to that, whatever. Anyway, this is my character inspiration for Camille. Shout out to my girl AJ, who is one of my beautiful mutuals on Instagram and TikTok. When I was creating my character for Camille, I actually reached out to AJ and I was like, hey girl, listen, I don't know if you're okay with this, but I would love to use your pictures as my character inspiration. And because like when I was creating, you know, my characters, and I had so usually I don't really know what my characters look like when I'm developing them. Like in my outline, I don't know what they look like. I just know like probably maybe their names and what they do, right? But I don't have physical appearance until the male main character starts to describe them. I usually always have the male main characters describe the female main characters from like the first time that they lay eyes on them. I don't know, I just think it's something so beautiful to see the female main characters from the male main character's perspective for me. So I usually never know what they look like until the man starts to describe them. So when he was describing her as AJ, and I was like, oh, let me just ask her if that's okay. So this is AJ, very beautiful. So I reached out to her. I was like, hey girl, listen, I don't know if this is okay, but I would love to use, your pictures as my character inspiration. And she said yes. So this is Camille. And yeah, so these characters are, I feel like, they make a very beautiful couple. Bam. So yeah, love that. And I'm just going to, read through this and give you guys my genuine reactions. Cause if you're writing something and it's not causing you to laugh, you to kick your feet, you to blush, you to, cringe on the cringy parts, you to cry on the sad parts, that's subjective though, because everybody's not that tenderhearted. And or you to, on the spicy scenes, for you to feel the spice, that it's not good enough, go back to the drawing board. At least that's what I think about that. So yes, let me get into this read through. All right guys, we are about to take a step into the trenches. And I know you're probably like, what trenches are you talking about? The self-editing trenches, okay? I have to edit my own book. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Let me see. All right, guys. I am back home. So you know what? I'm feeling better. I'm lying to you. I'm a little tired, but I'm feeling a little better about having to do my own edits. Honestly, I'ma just do what needs to be done. I'm just gonna do what needs to be done. So with that being said, I will edit chapters 1 through 3. First round of edits, chapters 1 through 3. We gonna read through it. We gonna keep it pushing. We gonna keep it going. I think what I'm going to do is developmental editing and line and copy editing at the same time. Now, this will be my first time trying to do both at the same time. But again, we're doing a new thing. I gotta switch it up, gotta do something different, gotta do something new. So, I also got this really great piece of advice from a author, a mutual of mine. She said to print it out and mark it up with a red what's that word? Pen. I have not printed out. I've never done that before, and I mean, this is only what, 28,000 words. I think I can do that. I think I can print it out. I wouldn't mind. Now, my other books, my full-length novels, I don't want to have to edit those by myself. But you know what? I just had to edit one because something came up with my editor. So, my editor actually passed away. So that's what happened. She passed away, and I didn't know, and it was crazy. It was really crazy. So I had, about 10 days to meet my deadline. I didn't end up making my deadline with Amazon. They canceled my pre-orders. It was just too much. But it's fine. It's fine because now I know what is going on, and I can, have the book available for pre-order when the book is ready, right? We can do it just like that. So, and I will open up the pre-orders for my book as soon as I get the cover from my designer. So I'm looking forward to that. But so I'm gonna do chapters 1 through 3. I already kind of started earlier on my phone, but I'm gonna pull out my laptop and do a little bit of that, and I'm gonna check back in with you guys when I'm done. I could let you guys into the process a bit if you want to be in the process, but we're gonna get started. First, number one, I gotta go get my fan because it's hot as I don't know what in here, and I refuse to turn on my air conditioner because bills. So I need to turn some fans on here and kind of get this party started because again, it is hot. We are going to So I have it on low. I'm trying to see if the low setting of my fan will be better for editing. Let me see. So I decided to try something different. Like I said, I'm going to edit chapters 1 through 3. I am going to copy and paste chapters 1 through 3 into a different, copy and paste it onto a different document. And then I'm going to have Microsoft read it out loud to me, and I'm going to fix whatever like grammar issues that way. I think I'm also going to change the font. I'm going to change the font, and I'm going to switch it over. I do use Grammarly as a editing tool, but I mean I only use it, you know, to help me get my life together. I do not believe in AI. I will not use AI to write this book. I'll be damned if AI takes credit for all of the hard work that I have done. So yeah, we are going to start off. Let me switch gears so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, switched over to my phone because, you know, my phone is giving clear for zoom in, which it's fine. Anyway, okay, so cool. So the read out loud feature is here.
Chapter 1, Grayson. Folks, this is the third time this month that Grayson Matthews has been involved in another scandal. I find it funny that outside of the field he is a jerk. Allegedly that is, Simone from Celebrity Insight reported. It is such a shame that he can't be more like his brothers. You would think that being raised in the same household and that fact they are triplets would mean something. But hey, my siblings and I are like day and night. He has a promising career, but this doesn't look good overall for the Slatersville Strikers forward player. Matthews needs a wake-up call or else his winning streak won't be enough to get him.
See, but then sometimes it kind of pauses like that, and this is what be getting on my nerves about it.
Have you heard the latest news on Stephen Chambers' ex-girlfriend? She was seen leaving the same hotel we knew he was staying at. When we questioned her, here is what she had to say. I told you vultures almost a year ago to never approach me again. Stephen is not the only one who can stay at a luxury hotel. God, leave me alone. Simone laughed at the look of pure irritation on the woman's face. It was clear from the video that she tried her best to cover her face with the biggest sunglasses I had ever seen. She was no match for the paparazzi though. It was their livelihood to prey on the lives of celebrities who wanted to live as normally as possible without... Afterwards, her name is Justine, by the way. She's more than just a stripper. He shook his head at my retort. Donovan didn't say anything for a few minutes. He just squinted his eyes and then... I am proud of you for not having sex with her then. You know it's not healthy to keep using them to heal your broken heart. His comment frustrated me. I blew out a breath. He hasn't had his heart broken before. What the hell does he know? Looking away from him to stare at anything else. Don't be too proud now. You know I was in a mood after the stressful meeting with my agent. Justine was the perfect mood lifter. The tricks she learned at work most definitely paid off. I'm not doing anything they didn't ask for. He shook his head in pity. You need to clean up your act, baby brother. Didn't your agent tell you to cool out? I know he did because I was right there when you got the call. I also was there when you left to find another body to warm your bed. He was right though. Asher was going to kill me, which is why I have been avoiding his calls since early this morning. Being the brother of two famous athletes was torture. Donovan has been the most talked about golfer since Tiger Woods. He ran through women even worse than I did. But the good guy act he had made him America's heartthrob. Braylon was a secret squirrel about his dealings, so we never knew what went down with him. He can't afford to be in the being hurt by the woman you thought you would spend forever with leaves you at a disadvantage. Simone's betrayal put the battery in my back to run through these women, just as they do us. Help me come up with a plan. How can I...
Okay. There we go. Dated back in high school. Okay. All right. So I'm going to focus in from these next 2 chapters, and I'll come back and let you guys know how this whole thing goes. Hey guys. All right. So I did chapter 1. I believe it's been like an hour. I've been distracted though. I didn't set a timer, which is something that I should have done, especially with my ADHD. I was scrolling on TikTok, posting TikToks on Instagram. I was just doing everything else. But we made it through chapter 1. So changing the font, okay, so this is the process, right? I uploaded chapter 1 to a different document, right? Changed the font to something completely different. I read it paragraph by paragraph out loud. I made the changes. No. I read it in my head. Then I made the changes necessary. So like I fixed any grammar issues. And then I had Microsoft read it out loud. And then I checked whatever Grammarly thought would be best to fix. So like whatever, the only Grammarly things that I use or like tools that I use is all of the tools aside from like them trying to like change my tone, because changing my tone changes the way that my characters speak, and you know, so I don't do that. But like grammar, clarity, all those things, like actual grammar, the actual grammar part of Grammarly is what I use. So it's a very tedious process doing it that way, but I believe that that will help me from having to do 11 rounds of edits, right? Because this is my first one. But if my first one is very tedious, when I do my second two, when I do my other 2 rounds of edits, it shouldn't be that bad. Now, it is 6 something, like 6:30. I'm gonna put a cap on it for right now because I'm tired and I am going to eat some dinner. I'm going to feed my pets. And I'm going to relax. So thank you so much for watching this video. I definitely will be sure to keep you guys involved in this process. And yeah, when we are done here, when we're done editing and all of that jazz, that is when I will set a release date. So thank you so much for watching this video. And if you are a author who self-edits, please, you know, in the comments, just, you know, leave me some comments about whatever tips work for you. I like what's on Threads, and a whole bunch of authors chimed in with some good tips. A couple of my mutuals on Instagram also chimed in with some good tips. So I think that we can do this. I really don't feel any pressure, so I'm happy about that. There is no deadline. There's no release date yet, so I have all the time in the world to edit this book and for it to come out. So again, thank you for watching this video. Have a great and amazing and beautiful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.